So it's about 5:15 in the morning. Clementine's alarm went off at 4, so I thought I'd take advantage of it and get an early start going to Kennedy Meadows. Got down to about, let's see, it was 36 in the vestibule, so it was probably close to freezing outside, but warm enough inside not to have to worry about the water filter or the electronics. So today starts day 33. We have 26 miles to Kennedy Meadows, 5 miles to the next water source, and the sun's coming up. Alright, it's about 9:30 in the morning and stopping for a break. Need to throw some food on some fuel on the fire, stoke the stove, whatever analogy you want to use. And I just met a couple people, the fellow was from Liverpool and the young lady was from West Ireland, so I talked to them a bit. That was nice. Now I'm gonna eat a lot and drink some water. We have a water source coming up in about 8 miles, and then the Kern River in 5 miles after that. So we should be good on water. Just need some food, and we're 2 miles from the top of this climb, which has been pretty intense. Looking forward to that, and then it's downhill and then flat into Kennedy Meadows. I think there's about 14 miles left. We just left Mantor Creek, where we filtered some water and sat in the shade and talked to some people and ate half a box of Figs Newtons and some bread with cream cheese. And it's 6 miles to the turnoff to Kennedy Meadows. So not too far, should get there in time to find the friends I need to find to hook up, to go into the Sierra and to get a resupply and maybe a meal. Be great. This formation looks like a giant, ancient column fell, and its segments separated. It's beautiful. So it's 15 after 3, and we just stopped down there by the Kern River, which the trail is going beside for a while, to rest in the shade and have another bunch of food, trying to keep myself fed. Kern River runs along the trail here for some time. As we get closer to Kennedy Meadows. So it's 4.4 miles to the paved road, which will lead 1 mile to the general store, which is where I plan on hanging out. They say it closes at 5, but sometimes stays open later for hikers. I don't know what that means, but I expect to get there after it's closed and have to do my resupply and shopping for gear tomorrow. That's no problem. On we go. Bushes out here all full of those little cicadas. Clicking, clicking. Okay, we made it to the paved road. Now it says it's almost a mile up this road to the general store. I got no phone reception, so I can't contact the crew. I'll have to see what I can do when I get there. And I'm not going to make a mile in 10 minutes, so I think things are going to be closed. So a guy walking downhill had a bag of beer. It's Coors Light, but you know what? Right now, I'm gonna drink it. He said the general store is about a quarter mile more. Thank you. Serenity Shuttle has landed at trail mile 702, plus a mile off trail to Kennedy Meadows General Store. Had a 26-mile day today, began with some climbing, and then a long downhill and some ups and downs until we finally got here. It was tiring. So I ran into hide and seek, sweeper, U-turn, Pirate and Mac. They're all here, and they got here this morning, so I caught up with them arriving this afternoon. So we're all going to take a 0 day. That is, so we're not going to hike tomorrow. We're going to eat and eat and eat and get some laundry and showers done here between the general store and Grumpy Bears. And then there's a few items I got to pick up at the Outfitters. There's a couple of choices. Triple Crown is up by Grumpy Bears, and Two Foot Adventures is right here by the general store. Had a nice time at the table. The general store folks cooked up a tri-tip sandwich with some beans that were, it had 2 beans, onions, jalapenos, all cooked. It seemed like it was simmered a long time. It was very good. Very, very happy with the beans and the tri-tip. Then got a pint of Haagen-Dazs, chocolate, Rocky Road, and a couple of beers, and then retired to the tent, drank some water, and now I'm setting up bed. But it's starting to get dark, so I thought I'd go ahead and make this entry. This is a big milestone, reaching Kennedy Meadows. It means now hiking out of here day after tomorrow will be definitely in the Sierras, and we'll start to go up over 10,000 feet and stay up and down in that range for some time, weeks. Also got in touch with Christy because they had Wi-Fi here, which is fabulous. Found out she made it to Santa Cruz fine with the trailer and is hanging out with Dawn and Tess there and having a great time. Thank you, Dawn and Tess, for looking after her. And then she'll go back to Wisconsin to visit friends and go to some concerts and have a good time. So, big milestone today, crossed the 700-mile mark, and we're in the Sierras, baby. So thanks for hiking with me, and remember, we're doing the impossible, and that makes us mighty. My breakfast is so large, it required additional seating.